What's happening, family? Coming in again hot with another one. This one right here real exclusive. Another YouTube exclusive. Moving soon to my Patreon platform. We're coming in with another quick hitter, you know what I'm saying? I'm dropping intellectual bombs on these niggas. You feel me? Decapitating the fake and fraudulent, making way for all the real ones to really embark on life and thrive in this knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Gotta give thanks and praise to the ancestors for putting me in this position to spit it to you how I can, how I do it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you can take this knowledge and move it on to somebody else who I might not be able to reach. You feel me? Thank you for the master teachers who are with us still and those who are, moved on. Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, Ivan Van Sertima, Francis Chris Wilson, Drusilla Dungy Houston, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, George G.M. James, my bad. All kind of, great master teachers. List goes on and on and on. Today I'm dealing with the African Emperor Rome, Septimius Severus. Um, he was a hard body, you know what I'm saying? He was hard body. I ain't gonna even stunt. So I'm gonna just read some into his life, and I'm just gonna delve into something small. Like I said, I'm changing the platform to where I don't. The video's not as long. I'm trying to reserve them for my Patreon platform, but you know me, I get in this thing and act wild. For the people up for miss it. Anybody who wants to get in touch with me, I'm gonna have my the cash app and the email rolling through all the slides. I got my little continuous banner rolling. But like I say, like-minded people get in touch with me, reach out to me, see what we can do to make a change, a real change, how we can bring about a brighter light on a new day. So like I say, I'm gonna read up here at the top. Domna, this is his wife. So this is Septimius. This is his wife, and these is two kids. They scratched, I guess, Caracalla. I guess they scratched his face off. But now his wife was a daughter of a high priest, and Domna is an Arabic word, which I did my research. Y'all please do it too. Is an Arabic word for Damina, or whatever, and it mean black. So the woman name mean black, but we just went through, and I'm gonna put my the link up there at the top so y'all can get to this to my previous lectures. We dealt with how they whitewash images, like they go and scratch the face and shit out, make it whiter, this, that, and the third. And it's some real sick shit that these people do to try to blot history out of the greatness of African people. So down here, just to let you know, Severus was born April 11, 145 in the African city. Let me get up out of here. In the African city of Leptis Magna, which is current day Libya, modern Libya. It's 130 miles east of Tripoli. Septimius Severus came from a distinguished local family with cousins who received significant consulships in Rome under Antonius Pius, the future emperor's father. Seems not to have held any major offices, but the grandfather may have been wealthy equestrian Septimius Severus, commemorated by the Flavian era poet Statius. Okay, so he was a well-known Roman. Maybe someone in his family, but he rose to fame on another note. Okay, so now this is what I was making reference to in my last video. You see the Gorgon. Okay, this is Etruscan, and this is in Rome, which the Etruscans are the black people who was there before what we call modern day Romans. So you see where they get the Versace, you see where they get that the idea and the mindset from the Gorgon. You see what I'm saying? And this is best. Now you see the snake in best hand, okay? In this warlike, and this is just like the Egyptian. Well, this is before the Egyptian, but I'm just showing you where they all got it from in the smiting of the enemy. He got his arm raised up. I just cut the pitch off to where he finna smite somebody. You see what I'm saying? They break the nose off like they do all the African people. But I wanted to show that significance. And you see the Gorgon and the Etruscan with the snakes, and that's where they get the idea of Medusa from. See what I'm saying? The whole idea of Medusa come from that black, the black lineage and the black people, because they wore their hair in locks, which we're gonna get to. But even right here, the Etruscan, Roman Septimius Severus and that black marble. See, that's key. See, they had white marble and everything. But most of the time, you see the black people put sometimes they did put themselves in like alabaster, limestone, or whatever. But most of the time, it was gonna be that black stone. Okay, and like I said, you see that veneration of the snake. And another reason they did black is that color of divinity. See what I'm saying? See, black is the color of divinity. Now, I want to show you. Here go another bust in Rome of Septimius Severus. Now, if you don't believe me, like I say, I'll keep the documents on deck. Them intellectual bullets gonna get shot. So now you see, here go a whole book, and it's called Septimius Severus, the African emperor. See, and see, his name was Lucius Septimius Severus, and Lucius, I think that mean light, was Roman emperor from 193 to 211 AD. He was of Libyan descent, like I say, in the North African region. Leptis Magna, and come out of a prominent local Punic family. Now, Punic, that means Phoenician. So when they say Phoenician, that's the Phoenicians that they talking about, the black people in Northern Africa. They call it Barbary, was the Barbary coast, whatever, Berbers, whatever the case may be, but they just referring to African people. They even went to Moors. They spell it Muurs or Moo, or I don't care how you try to spell it or try to play on words. We know you're talking about the black people. Now, he visited Rome for the first time in 163 during the reign of Marcus Aurelius and Lucius Verus. With the protection from his cousin Caius Septimius Severus, he entered the Senate in 170. Later, his cousin went to Africa to serve as proconsul in 173, 174, and chose Lucius Septimius Severus to be his legatus or whatever. So you can see his family, African, black people, in the Roman Senate, all of that time was mainly African people. See, that's what they don't tell you. See, that it wasn't until that Germanic influence that them Germanic tribes, them weird and throwed off Germanic tribes. They was the barbarians, came down and sacked where you see Rome fell in that dark age, and then you see where the Moors, that's when they had to come to Spain. So they set up shop over there in Italy. Then they went over there to Spain and went up further into France. But that's just a little something I had to throw in. Now, I want to show you, this is the city that Severus was from. And even in ancient, see, this is ancient. This is I don't know, I guess like the Colosseum or whatever they want to call it. This was back in this is in Libya. You can go see this right now, the ruins of that city. See, in Libya, it's right off that coastline, right off that Mediterranean. You understand what I'm saying? See, they was right off that and you can see it right there. They right off the motherfucker. Built up shop right there. So you don't have to worry and believe if they existed, or if you could tell that the African architectures and the stone builders, they was residing in Africa. That's how Rome got built. See what I'm saying? It's going to allude to that later on in this lecture. See what I'm saying? But you can see, you see the structures, the pillars, all in here. I'm gonna come on up out of here real quick, family. All in here. You see just the greatness. That takes skill, y'all. And we talking about on a massive level. And all in see, this was the more Morocco, Tunisia. This is where Carthage and Hannibal was from. See, Septimius Severus was of that same stock with Carthage and Hannibal, Algeria, Mali. See, and then you got Mansa Musa, who I'm gonna do a lecture over, and his brother Abu Kara, who was over here in Mali. See, the Songhai dynasty and all that, Morocco, Mauritania down there. They was all the great Africans of the West. See, now these are the coins of Septimius Severus. So I mean, it shouldn't be, there shouldn't be no question on what kind of rank black people had in Europe. This is in Europe, y'all. And we're going to talk about where he had his post at, because he had post in Hungary. That's over there, by Poland and shit. So we talking about over there about Russia. He had a province in Hungary. So niggas, even when I showed this, I was, this mutant, this Uralian mutant, because like I said, they don't come from the Caucasus, they come from the Ural Mountains. So even that Uralian mutant, I'm gonna put my video up there so y'all can click that link. This motherfucker talking about, I put the picture that one of the kings of Hungary, Prince Charles, whatever his name was at that time, and he was the king of Hungary. Clear as day. He talking about, with no black people, I don't know where do you get this information? I gave the nigga the book, I ain't heard from him since. See, they get real spooked when you know about yourself. That's why it's important to know about yourself. Now, this is an African man. Now, so that's why I say I don't want to call it the first African in the Roman Empire, because it was Africans before him. This is the one they like to give credit to. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm not mistaken, Julius Didius or whatever his name is, Didius Julianus or whatever the fuck his name was, I looked at his coin. That motherfucker got a coin with an elephant on that bitch. And I mean, we talking about, I mean, damn. And then all of the motherfucking like uh Niger. He was a military, he was a general too over in, I think it was either Turkey. I forgot which part he was in. No, because it was Pascinius or Pascinius Niger. It was Albinus, and it was Severus that was going for that throne in Rome whenever Julianus took it over. See, so one of them was in, and these are all black men. One of them was in Turkey. He was in Hungary. Damn, I forgot where the other one was at, y'all, but it was somewhere in Europe. And then, matter of fact, Septimius Severus wound up died in Britain. Man, we gonna get into all of that. You know what I'm saying? He was even called Germanicus Britannicus or some shit like that. No, I think that he was called Britannicus because he went over there to Scotland and was putting on the motherfuckers up there. You know what I'm saying? He rebuilt Hadrian's Wall, all of that. But I'm gonna show y'all his military feats. I was rambling. I had to get that out. Now, you see, this is his damn bust again, the black stone. And I don't deal with the homosexual, but that was just a good picture for y'all to see that they ain't fuck with you. I hate that it's like that, but you know how it is. And even this up close, that's African. I don't care what y'all say. Now, listen, Septimius Severus embodied the cosmopolitanism of the Roman Empire. See, he really y'all don't understand, before him, he the one who expanded the Roman Empire. Before him, they really didn't have too much pull outside of Italy like that. Okay? It was really just inside them bounds. But when he got there, he expanded the territories and the boundaries of the Romans. That's facts. Listen, of African descent, hailing from Leptis Magna in Libya, his career had already encompassed roles from Sardinia, that's the island, in Greece. Again, we just went through, I'm going to put the link up there for the Africans in Greece, Sardinia to Syria, now as governor of Pannonia, roughly modern Hungary. See, he was the governor of Pannonia. He the governor of Hungary, a black man. Okay, Severus was well placed and well equipped with formidable legions to march on Rome and take advantage of the imperial power vacuum. Listen, now I told y'all he went to Britain. Listen, the intentions of Severus and Britain were to conquer the whole island and completely subordinate to Roman rule. To this end, Severus completely repaired many forts along Hadrian's Wall with the intention of using the wall as a base for the campaign to conquer the north of the island of Britain, leaving Gaeta in the south. Severus and his son Antonius campaigned in the north, especially in current Scotland. See, in them islands and shit, all in the north. The campaign was mixed for the Romans. The local Caledonian tribes did not meet with the Romans in open battle and participated in partisan tactics against them, which led to heavy losses of the Romans. However, by 210 AD, the northern tribes sued the peace, and Severus took the opportunity to build a new forward base at the Carpo on Tay for the future campaign. He also took the title of Britannicus. See, that's where they get the Britain and shit. Britannicus for himself and his sons to commemorate this victory. Because the Romans used to call it Britannia. They ain't even call it Britain. It was Britannia. See, so the crackers who came over here to America was a extension of that Roman colony in Britannia. You understand what I'm saying? See, that's when I'm talking about this well after they done took over. Because shit, they said the fucking motherfuckers in Britain and shit, and they ain't even get no damn language till damn 9th century. I said, God damn, we talking in the 800s, AD. So how the fuck is you lighting up the world? This trade going on. We got motherfucking emperors on the throne and shit, 210, 220 and shit. We successive African emperors. So I'm just, the myth is not coinciding with reality, and what I'm seeing is what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, this right here is on Trajan, his wall, and you can see who the Roman knights and shit was. They had the locks, and see, this is when they went to Britain. See, that's why I don't like to really call them. Let me come on up out of here. I don't really like to call it dreadlocks because that was the British that said we dread the Lockhart. So that's why I really, I slip sometimes. I fall short of glory, but shit, I try to call them locks as many times as I can. You understand what I'm saying? So you see, the Africans was the strongest in the army. We're gonna read this to say the army commanded by Septimius Severus in Pannonia was no ordinary. For one, it was mostly comprised of a corps of crack Moorish soldiers, Moorish the black, Moorish soldiers recruited in Mauritania, which is in the Niger Bend. So we just talked about that West African empire. See, they were all dreadlock soldiers. They ain't say some of them. They said all of them. See, they say all of them. And they were known as the Illyrian legions. Okay? See, and then it's a master horseman like those immortalized by Emperor Trajan in the Trajan's columns artwork. See, this is that in that column. And see, they were the cavalry riders of the Maghreb, tearing through the wind on the Arabian breed horses. They were the masters of the boat of Nubia. See. So even they say Tai City is the land of the boat, and them, and look, Nubia is on the other side of Africa from Mauritania and West Africa. So, goddamn, that let you know that it's a continuity within the whole damn continent because of the fact, shit. I mean, if Ethiopia known as the land of the bow, and then they brought the bow to Mauritania all the way up to Spain and Italy and all, then shit, you see what's going on, and you see the white boy. I need you to see. You see the difference between the white boy and you see the African. Well, no, my bad. That's not. You see the African here. See him with the lock hair. So it ain't no. Listen, they were the soldiers that pacified, meaning they held shit in check. Pacified Pannonia, which is Hungary, including Moria, Bulgaria, Slovenia, Romania, Albania, and the rest of Central Europe. Man, come on now. Man, they talking about we was all in Central Europe controlling things. They brought peace, order, and government to those regions. They protected them from the depredations of the barbarian Goths and the Slavs. We tackled the Slavs. Okay, then was the Jews. Okay, them Khazars and shit. The Teutonics and the Alanics, or the Alanics. Them Anglos and shit. See, so the Goths is a German. That's the German. This is the, like the Central European, the Slovakias and shit. You had that mixture of that's that Jewish, them gypsies and shit. See, and this piece right here is the Moorish cavalry under Lucius Quietus fighting against the Dacians from the column of Trajan. See, Romain d'Afrique. That motherfucker Africa, man. I'm trying to, man. Look, they don't tell you this though. Now, hold on. Now we're gonna get into Septimius Severus. See, so this is his arch. And then still stand up. You ain't gotta believe in it. You ain't gotta, he's still. And when I seen this, I don't like that. You know how they have in America, they had them Indians with the feather. It's like a little. I ain't gonna say skirt, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. The bottom piece of the damn clothing, I guess. Okay. And that just reminded me of that, like how they got the of course it's metal. I know it ain't feathers, but I'm just saying in that same style. But see, this is here, and it's in that black marble. See, this is his statue. That's what I thought of. And then that's what they call them, blackamoors. And they have them in them damn, it's like they got feathers for the fucking, for the lower piece of their garment. You see what I'm saying? Now say the goals and success of the campaign remain contested, but Severus did oversee the capture of the city of Siphon. Like the Emperor Trajan almost a century earlier, his military prowess was recognized in his being awarded the title Parthicus Maximus. He would celebrate his eastern triumphs upon the return to Rome in AD 202, most famously shown on the Arch of Septimius Severus, which dominates the Forum Romania. See, it is dominated. See, so I mean, if all the other emperors or whatever they say was so great, well, this black man who came along, his shit was the greatest. You see what I'm saying? So, and people don't even understand that this motherfucker here he brought back stability because the Roman Empire was in shambles for a little bit, really for the longest. They was in shambles. See what I'm saying? So he brought it back to a point where it was respectable. And like I said, he pushed the borders farther than anyone before him and damn sure anyone after him, because it came to an end. Shit, wouldn't it end by 476? Rome fell. So shit, a cool maybe 100 some years after his son left. Well, his son got assassinated, which we're gonna get into him in a little bit. But his son got assassinated. Shit, I think in like what shit in the middle of the 200s, 250, 240. I don't know. Don't quote me, but you can look it up. Caracalla death. And shit, it wasn't nothing but shit. A cool 100 years after that them damn Germans and shit came and fucked them up. Now this is his column right here. Okay, this is the detail on the Arch of Severus. See, this is the skill. This is what I'm showing you. This is why I was talking about the Africans with the skill masonry. See, we didn't have to believe in no damn. We did. We didn't have to have no degrees and no masonry. Bitch, we knew how to work in stone. You understand what I'm saying? And you can see the naps in the hair and shit, showing you the Africanness, and not just him, but the counter everybody else. Because, like I said, the other generals they had matched up in different parts of Europe. So if the generals is black and people is putting them in place, who the fuck you think is running the show? Okay, like I said, the Senate was black people, but they got tired of how the Roman emperor was running things, so they set his ass up. See what I'm saying? They made the generals come in on his ass. That's what that was all about. I'm trying to tell you what's up now. Now it say in Rome, Severus undertook an extensive building program unmatched for at least a century. This involved restoration projects such as the Pantheon, aquatic amenities, and projects of imperial grandeur such as the now lost Septimius, a colossal nymphium at the southeast foot at the Palatine Hill, dedicated to the glory of the new dynasty and allegedly to impress arrivals from Africa. See, you trying to present this shit. That's where it's at. See, and then that's where you come from. So it ain't nothing. Like I say, it was a whole empire. It was an African empire. See, they say he came in with a whole new dynasty, whole new regime. See, Leptis Magna was a city transformed. See, he went back home and transformed Africa. See what I'm saying? This is in Libya. That was where all them great works come from. Where I showed y'all with like the stadium and shit. He went in and transformed all that. Confirmed today by the designation of the site as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Septimius' visit is in 8205, was celebrated in the bestowal of a magnificent new forum to the city, as well as temples, a theater, and an honorific arch. Come on now. Come on now. Now, sorry about that. Now, this is his son, Caracalla. If that ain't, now, goddamn, if that ain't African, and I'm gonna tell you right now, his son was a bad motherfucker too. Now, of course, he did some, now, if it's true, because you know how they'll just say shit just to say it. Okay? Hold on, y'all. But if it's true, then, he the ancestor dealt with him. He's supposed to have killed his brother off to get some power to the throne. Okay? But if this is not black enough for you, okay, if this ain't black enough for you, what about that? Because that's him right there in the British Museum. Okay, that's in the British Museum, family. Okay, look at this in the British Museum. Wow, I mean, so you can even see this. All now, look, they from Libya in West Africa, Egypt in East Africa, but as you can see, and this is in motherfucking Italy, this is in Rome. So you can see the continuity within the whole fucking not even the Mediterranean, the whole continent of Africa itself and parts of Southern Europe, what you call Europe, because it ain't a country. It ain't a continent. It's a motherfucking peninsula, just a whole lot of little peninsulas. You see what I'm saying? But you can see now he didn't have the motherfucking the Egyptian spirit if he out there killing his own brother for power and shit. I don't know how that go with. But I just want to show you that man, he had to take it back to the east. So you can see all of Africa is one. You look at that. Look, I mean, come on, man. Look at the notch. The 5 o'clock shadow, whatever the fuck they want to call it. And it's just, come on now. Come on now. That's not like they knocked out the snake. If that ain't African, I don't know what the hell is, y'all. That's in the British Museum right now. That's in the British Museum right now. You can go see that right now. Wow. So you see, and he was the one, he crushed the Germanic tribes after his death. I mean, he was ruthless. He was hard on them. And they called him Germanicus Maximus. Look him up. Germanicus Max. So his daddy was Britannicus. He was Germanicus Maximus. He maxed them niggas out. Germans couldn't stand. So they remember. That's why they hard on that. That's why I try to tell y'all, man. You know, this ain't about equality and trying to be one and all that. Listen, that's done for. They done played their hand because we were hard on them. So they done played their hand, let us know how they feel about you. Ain't no turning back. You can ignore reality if you want, if that's what you choose to do. But, you know, that's on you. But I'm just showing you the facts of how royalty, and even in the Roman Empire, they had to go back to what was working for them. This is why they expanded. They went back to the Egyptian customs. This is just, I mean, what? This is where they got it from. The Egyptians. Okay, this is listen. If you know Mesopotamia was supposed to, they say supposed to have been older. Even though I don't know how that go because Mesopotamia could never be older than Egypt because the start of Mesopotamia supposed to have came up out of Egypt. Come on now, you got to do me better than that. You got to do me better than that. You Nimrod supposed to have started Mesopotamia, but Nimrod is the son of Cush. I'm sorry, the grandson of Cush. He the grandson of Cush, right? And Cush is the brother of Egypt and the son of Ham. So how in the fuck is the nephew gonna be over the? How is the nephew gonna give birth to the uncle? Come on now, that's silly. That's real silly. Okay? But the point I'm trying to make is if Mesopotamia, Sumer, and all these other cultures in Malta, which is just another African uh, island or province, when you see these motherfuckers making homage to the greats like Caracalla and all these, they not mimicking Mesopotamian culture. They mimicking Egyptian culture, just like the masonry and shit. They not mimicking Greeks. There might be some aspect of Greek in there, but when you go to their lodge, they got sphinxes and pyramids, and people get buried in pyramids and obelisks. You don't see no kind of rendition to none of that other shit. None of it. So if that was old and it was more prominent, why don't they make homage to them? Why they always make a homage to the Egyptians? Just a question. Now, family, I had done a 3P today, man. I think that's it. But again, man, the Cash App and the email down there below. Y'all make sure y'all get with the brother on some real serious tip. You know what I'm saying? If we really time on making a change, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Man, be positive out there, man. And when I say be positive, be a lightning rod of intelligence and knowledge. Don't be an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Don't be somebody who just subject to fall for anything. Make sure you do your research behind everything. Don't just be a yes man. You know what I'm saying? In the words of the great, and late John Henry Clark, history is a clock that people use to tell the time of the day. It is a compass they use to find themselves on a map of human geography. Okay? Human geography. Where was you at? When was you there? You know what I'm saying? What was you doing in this place? You got to know that. It tells them where they are and what they are. See? So it lets you know you wasn't a Phoenician or a Hittite and everything, nigga. I mean, you can say whatever you want to say, but I'm just keeping it in context. You were African. We're gonna boil it down to it's, whatever you want to say. Okay, if we putting things in nationality and where you African, okay, just so we got that. Now, niggas like to play with words and they like to, make things bigger than what they are. My whole point is you got to have a common ground so then you can have a common goal. Because once you got that, you can all work towards somebody. If a motherfucker is over here and over there and over there and over there, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Same thing that's happening now. Niggas is forfeiting their power on their knees. Niggas trying to get reparations. Niggas, somebody shooting you in your motherfucking face with a rubber bullet. Bitch, do you think that in front of your kids or 7 times in your back with your kids in the car, or like that brother who was on the, it was a couple years back, I forgot him, but he was just reaching to get this goddamn wallet. The laws let him have it, unloaded the clip, and he had his daughter in the car. See what I'm saying? See, when you understand and take into consideration the reality of things, you don't sit there and make excuses for fuck shit. You get things done, you get things handled. If things is working towards your demise and you participating in it, you cut that shit off. You don't go participating in the oppressors holidays and you know, ways a lot. I don't even like to use the days of the week no goddamn more because I know that's some Germanic bullshit. I try to, you know what I'm saying? I try to just change my whole paradigm. Now, if you like minded and understand, because a lot of people say, ah, man, that really don't matter. Bitch, well, get off my page. If you think it don't matter, man, then I can't help you. Ain't nothing that we can build on because I need people who understand that everything that we really dealing with is on a fucked up basis. They dropping our people off in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, and you can see from here that we ran the Mediterranean. The oxymoron in this, now they got maritime laws to keep us off the goddamn land. This is some serious, uh, you know, bullshit at hand. And we sit here and praise the people who put us in these situations. You know what I'm saying? We always a scapegoats when it come down to people with downfall situations. In China, we was the niggas with coronas. They had to get us out of there. In Greece, it's too many immigrants. They dropping us off in the sea. In America, they burning us and lynching us and shit on crosses because we cattle and shit like that. I mean, it's a real fucked up situation, and it's kind of like, damn, do you deserve it for turning your back on what's right? And I say that in jest, because don't nobody deserve no shit. Like I say it in jest, but just to have yourself thinking, like, am I really contributing to my downfall? And that family, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, but I'm gonna say I love you. Patreon coming soon. Make sure y'all stay on the lookout for that. I'm gonna build a platform up for the family. Make sure y'all support the brother, like, hit that motherfucking subscribe button, the notification, make that bitch go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Get this shirt around the whole motherfucking world. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get our people on another vibration so we can move about this madness, this silliness. All right, family, take it easy. I love y'all.